The concept of governance is not new. It is as old as human civilization. Governance is about the systems and processes concerned with ensuring the overall direction, effectiveness, and accountability of an organization. Good governance is about setting the strategic direction and ensuring things are run well. This is different to good management, which is about doing the day-to-day. For SPC, good governance is about translating the needs expressed by our members into programs that efficiently and effectively lead to the desired results, outcomes, and impacts. It is about putting in place the best possible process for making decisions so that the decision maker is accountable. The people who will be affected by the decision should know who the decision maker is and understand their reasons. The reasons for the decision are transparent. The decision making should follow rules and regulations that are freely available and directly accessible. Transparent decision making is free from corruption. The decisions need to be made legally, fairly, and impartially. The decision follows the relevant rules which are consistently applied. The decision is responsive, effective, and efficient. Unreasonable delays in making decisions can have a negative impact. Processes should produce results that meet the needs of their community while still making the best use of resources. The process is participatory and inclusive. Having women, men, and people from diverse cultures and backgrounds involved makes for better decisions. The process should promote gender equity and social inclusion. It should consider the interests of groups that may be marginalized and underrepresented in decision-making. In the Pacific, decision-making may also be consensus-oriented. This requires finding ways to mediate an outcome to achieve a consensus about what is in the best interests of the whole community. Applying good governance principles may be hard for some decision-makers. This is because decision-makers are people and they may be affected by external influences. Some possible influences could include global geopolitical forces, political tensions, economic issues, and climate change all put pressure on governance. Loyalty to national interests. Some government decision-makers might find it difficult to put international or regional interests above the national ones. Influential stakeholders such as donors or lobbyists. It can be hard to say no to stakeholders who have specific requirements, a lot of money, and influence. Conflict of interest. This can emerge when a person's personal interests conflict with their responsibility to act in the best interests of SPC. It can include the person's own direct interests as well as those of family or friends. Despite these external influences, when making a decision about SPC, members of the conference and the CRGA, the Director General and all SPC staff need to place the interests of the Pacific community and all Pacific peoples at the center of their decisions. To achieve that goal, the decision maker needs to understand their role in good governance, work effectively both as an individual and as a team, behave with integrity, be open and accountable. The governance of the network of Pacific regional organizations is about making sure that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. It is about delivering the most strategically relevant and effective blend of goods and services tailored for the Pacific context. Achieving good governance at the Pacific community means that we can remain the trusted leading development organization in the region. And to fulfill that goal, we need your active contribution.